Welcome back, everybody, to the Banner Saga here on Additional Piling Games. I'm Hoka, and looks like we're tooling up for our last fight here with Bellower. So, since last episode, I've gone ahead and I've upgraded Rook to level 5. That just seems like something, I should be doing since he's like the main character. Get him up because he's going to be important here in the last battle. So, Ivor says, this morning I saw him, Bellower's here. It won't be long now. Consider what you should do, knowing that any of these tasks will take a full day. I'm going to join Ivor in defending the walls. There's too many of them, we're just delaying the inevitable. Still, we've got to try. So, but the thing is that we can't really let any of our main characters go down. I'm thinking that especially our Varl, which is an issue. But if there's anyone that we'll keep Gunnulf in, and definitely Egil, and we'll just sub in Trigvi here. So, let's see. We want to give Gunnulf the armor. We're gonna... We don't have any other level 4s, unfortunately. Strength is good. Plus 2 will on rest. It's not really something that we need. Yeah, unfortunately, our other characters they're at level 3, and most of our our decent items are at level 4. So we'll just have to go with it, though. So hopefully we can hold out, and hopefully there's not a Stone Singer. Oh, thank goodness. So lost a few more guys. That's alright. Again, we are going to let them come to us because they do not have any archers. Which is a big deal, actually. That's really good for us. Rook here on the outside. Actually. There we go. Alright. So, since we're at a disadvantage for our strength at the moment, we are just going to rest up, let them come to us, let them line up. And where we can, yeah. See, this is where we can make use of Rook. Not going to use any willpower, since we're kind of just getting a free strike. Shooting out, take out that armor, do a little splash damage. We'll bring up Alette as well, but she's just out of range. That's okay, though. And so Nid, on the other hand, can do a little bit of armor damage. So now we move up. Right now we're just going to do 2 since he, we're not getting any of that splash damage. Let's take a look at who's coming up next. Boom, boom, boom. So, actually this guy is the important one to do a little damage on. There we go. Trigvi. Come up and support Egil. Let's see who's next. Boom. Boom. Big guy. Alright. There we go. So he's got a ways until he's up next. We can work this armor. There we go. Put Alette in a good position. Big guy. So he is pretty much useless now. Actually, the only thing he's really good for is allowing our break to pass along. That actually really helped us. This guy... Okay, we're not going to make... Big guys next. They're going after Eggle, it seems. He's the one who's really hurting right now. So we are just going to have Eggle survive. That's his job. Right, he's just there to stand and tank. This guy, this guy, this guy. Alright. Move up. And this guy's the most dangerous at the moment. Could do an armor break. But I'm not going to. So he still can't reach us. He can't reach us. We're just going to work that armor on the front line. So we're actually going to keep him there because he's useful. Once again, he's useful as a just kind of blocking enemies out. But this guy, there we go. We're going to move Nid up. Take this guy out. Big guy. Yeah, I know exactly what we're gonna do. Willpower. The enemy's starting clockwise. Yep. There we go. Look at that. That's where Gunnulf shines. Get him in that situation where he can work his magic. So, cripple this guy. Yes, he takes out our armor, but again, he leaves us in a position where we can keep an injured enemy in the lineup for as long as possible. So, big guy back here. Next up, we're gonna have Rook walk through. Now, use up that willpower. We got that armor going down all the way across the line. Bring a let over here. Have her work this armor a little bit. Put us in a better position to take out this guy who's one of the last strong enemies, you could say. Nid, how much damage can you do here? 4 damage. Not exactly what we want. But could take out this guy. Which brings here. Yep, do it. You want to take him straight out because otherwise he can start summoning more enemies. And they have effectively taken Trigby out of the fight for now. So he's not able to use... Or no, he's just hurt. Get that goal kill. Get a little more willpower for everybody. But Eggle, unfortunately, is injured, which is exactly what I didn't want and should have planned for. So, okay. Take him out. We don't want any more reinforcements. Nid, take this guy out. And there we go. So, Eggle was injured. Now, is there anyone we need? I mean, may as well just save the kill for somebody who needs it. So we'll give it to Alette. Alright. 10 renown. So again, checking on our heroes. Unfortunately, Eggle got injured, but we're allowing hopefully some of our other guys to rest. Ivor, can we really keep this up? Then far in the distance you hear a horn. Dredge don't use horns. It occurs to you Avon appears just as a long caravan come into view. Who is that? We ask. It's Hakon, he says. Hakon. So as you wonder how they get here, the gates are heaved open and charge into the field, clearing a path through the dredge. So Hakon is coming to our aid. Yay, Hakon. Alright. In this case, yeah, I think we're just gonna keep what we got, but if we can upgrade anyone, Eggle could be upgraded, Trigby could be upgraded, Alette and Nid could both be upgraded. In this case, I think that Eggle is the one who needs it. He has been tanking pretty hard. Well, he's been our tank, and he needs a little help. So we're going to give him more armor and then more standard armor break, because that means that he can just straight up do the armor break on the enemy, on any dredge that he comes across. And I could have given him a better item, and I didn't. All right. So that was silly of me. So they do have archers this time. So we're going to put Trigvier there out on the edge, take out this guy. Line up like so. He can move in and attack if he wanted, but he's pretty far down the line. So we're gonna rest. Eggle. Again, rest. This guy comes in, we'll see. Okay, so he goes for Eggle. That's alright though. Trigby. Get that impale in. There we go. And he will not be troubling us anymore. He is next up. He can come all the way in. But he doesn't. Interesting. Alright. Break that armor. Right. Sure. Go for it. So we're going to punish him for staying out there. So he can't reach us. What's next? Yep, we're going to stay right here. Step Trigby back. Keep him out of range. Rook. Break that armor. There it is. Got that kill from Trigby. Paulette. Yep. Let's just go ahead and take him out. Because if we leave it, that's one of the guys that if we leave him there, he might, one damage. Is it really worth it? It's really not. She's got full willpower though. So we may as well, I mean, it's kind of, seems kind of meager, but, you know, we'll go for it. 1 damage. Alright. And so this is where we use the armor break. There we go. Send it down the line. Eggle. Gotta do the same thing. Dang it. He's diagonal, isn't he? Eggle. Stone wall. Hopefully everybody here will just attack Eggle and do like no damage. So we can send... Alright. Who's next? Trigby. Come and impale. Opens them up for attack, but it also means that we can... Who's next? This big guy. And this big guy. Alright, we're going to step here to increase Eggle's armor. And we are going to attack this big guy for a whole bunch of his. Working that armor. And send it down the line. And they're going after Trigby. That was actually pretty helpful for me. At least that's how it seems. Alright. Enemy crippled. gun off. Get over here. And take that strength down. Let's help out our buddy Trigby here. Kind of in a tight spot. One-on-one against that guy. Oh. Trigby. Alright. Impale him. There we go. Big guy's next. Alright. Get that armor down. And unfortunately, Trigby takes one for the team. So, next you are. But hitting you is going to be very helpful. Alright. See what her eagle shot can do. 10 damage to the next guy. I like that. Makes him nice and non-threatening. Let it gun off. And focus on the big guy over here. Take out these annoying archers. Can take out the last guy with high armor. And we are in pretty good shape, actually. Nid. Take out that guy. Alright. Deal with that. How to take him out. Colette gets the last kill. There we go. So Trigby, unfortunately, went down. But we got another 10 renown. Juno says, wasn't sure I'd ever see you again, Avent. She smiles in the embrace. Avent is taken aback, though he doesn't. Seems it's real. She ran into problems. Problems is putting it lightly. There's a mile-wide canyon practically splitting the world in two over those hills, says Haka. Couldn't find a place to cross. Worse, Dredge are practically falling out of it like blood from a wound. They're not coming from the north, they're everywhere. We noticed, said Ivor. Glad you made it out alive, Ingvar. Take it others did. She got across somehow. Found her out cold for a second time since leaving Strand. We need every axe we can get. Belor is here. So, Juno says she'll deal with Belor. Hakon's caravan enters the city, fighting off waves of dredge as they go. To your relief, hundreds of skilled warriors are now safely in Borsgard. 280 Varl, 350... Holy cow. Hakon joins you with his personal bodyguard, Mogr. Yeah. Prince Ludin, his entourage are in tow. One last trip to make, she says. I need you to come with me, she says, pointing at you. I'm sorry, Avent. You must wait for me one last time. Do not let the city fall before I return. She says, Rook, come with me. We'll return in 2 more days. Maybe less, if you're as quick as you look. Tell anyone who needs to know. Where and why? Not far, says Juno. I know it's hard, she says. And you've already been through a lot. As she speaks again, the rest of the world melts away, but you're needed. You don't remember leaving the city, but here you are, walking through unfamiliar ground behind Juno. You're alone aside for hundreds of dredge who are all facing towards an enormous stone head. The hairs on the back of your neck stand up. So it's just me and Juno and our little caravan. It seems like we've got a lot of priests. Some sort of dredge priests. A couple stone singers. And what looks like the final godstone. Or the godstone of Stravs. The dredge didn't seem to hear her. It's okay, you can speak softly. Is this where you're going to sacrifice me, says Rook. No, the dredge cannot see us. To be more precise, they can see us, but I've convinced them to be unconcerned, she said. Who are you? My name is Juno. I'm on the Mender Council. You've met Avon, my apprentice. How are you doing these things, controlling minds? Menders do these things. Some of us still practice teachings, given from the Loom Mother's first creations, called Valka. I believe I'm the only one who can influence another's mind. One that can take control of Belor. Taking control of Belor is the difference between convincing a child to sit still and telling a starving bear to stop being hungry. Our advantage is that we can train more Valka. It is also a weakness. Valka pass on and lose their knowledge, while the Sunder simply grow older and more powerful. Belor is both immortal and beyond my influence. How do we stop it? God of Secrets will play a part. What are we doing here? Do you know of the god Stravs? If you know this stone exists, even those who live their whole lives in Borsgard. When Degmar tears unfortunate, Stravs taught men that trade in a different way. Two sides of different coins. See the silver on the stone? The gales up here wear away the stone, but the metal remains. We need a piece of this silver. He's wreathed in imagery of silver weapons. The myths say he traded these weapons to the gods, and they used them to kill each other. Those who seek out the stone call him the god of trade. The Menders call him the god of secrets. He was both. Why are we surrounded by dredge? They seem to be drawn here. Maybe they see him as a patron or as an attraction they cannot explain. The Stravs have something to do with the serpent. She cannot say. She has her suspicions, but until I've had time at the Mender libraries, it'd be unwise to speculate. The less people know, the more certain they tend to be. Interesting. Why'd you pick me? Why didn't you take Avon or Hakon? I apologize for putting you in danger. Avon must keep Borsgard from falling. If something goes wrong here, I need to be certain one of us makes it back alive. You're the only one I knew would return, she says. What do you mean? You would find a way back to Alet no matter what. Let's get what we need. Make a magic arrow to shoot Belor? That's all it takes? Why didn't you do that a long time ago? It's not all it takes. What I tell you now must not be repeated. The arrow will not kill Belor, even if it were to strike his heart. He has no physical weakness. But it will sow doubt in his mind. When it pierces him, it will help him believe that he is dying. The rest of you will convince him of it with sword and axe. Everyone who fights at your side must believe it to be true. You're going to trick him into thinking he's dead. Someday he will awaken and realize he's not dead. I imagine he will be quite upset. So, Rook, I'm not certain how the Dredge will react to you doing this. Behind us as the sun drops, so be careful. It's an interesting plan. So we're going to use the god of secrets, the god, seems kind of like almost the trickster god, right? To forge an arrow that apparently will trick Bellower into thinking that he's not actually immortal. So, approaching the back of the stone, you start to climb, looking for a piece of silver vein, even without looking out on the Dredge, you can feel each sinister face watching you closely. So we're going to risk it, because Juno already said that we're definitely going to make it back alive, right? So, we're going to climb higher, where it might be easier to remove. As you climb, you can't help but notice the stony masks of the Dredge lined up, like worshippers before an idol. Alright. Look for another piece. While you're here, you glance quickly around to see if there's any more low-hanging fruit. You're able to pry away another small piece of silver where the ore gives out. So there we go. Got Strav's whetstone. That's another item. You approach the gates. Borsgard relieved to see they're still standing. It looks like they took a beating, though. A light rushes to your side. Take this time with your daughter. Find a smith who can fashion an arrow from that silver. I have other things to do. Alright. So, we've got quite a bit of renown. So we're going to go ahead and use that to upgrade our team. So we've got Hakon, who we're definitely going to keep in our routine. So Alette and Rook both have to be in our party for this last battle. Unfortunately, it seems like Ivor is going to be injured for it, which is not good. So we could promote Moger, but he's only going to go up another level. We could promote Ludin, who he will actually be a good replacement for Trigvi, who's injured. So Rook and Alette. Unfortunately, like, our main fighters are all damaged. But I think that it's going to be wise to have Ludin. And Eggle. Not Eggle. When it comes down to it, actually, I think that Nid's ability to shoot from long range is probably the most important thing that we can have, especially when we come against that fight against Bellower. And between Hakon and Ivor, even with his injuries, I think Ivor will still serve us better than some of the other people. So, with that, we need to figure out items. So Strav's whetstone gives us 20% chance to do twice the damage. We're going to give, well, let's see, 12 armor. Yeah. So, give the armor to Ivor. +1 on each is pretty decent, but I'm not sure if that's actually the best thing that we can give Hakon. It actually, +2 strength. Alright. We're going to go ahead and promote Ludin, actually. Just get him that armor. Yeah. So that he's survivable. Yep. Promote Nid. Unfortunately, we do not have enough to promote Alette at this time. We'll go a half measure. So, give Nid the ability to use a little more willpower at one time. And we're going to give the armor break to Nid. So, actually, I'm going to go ahead and finish up my strategizing off screen, and we'll do the final battle and final stuff against Belor next time. So, thanks for joining us here on the Banner Saga on APG, and hit like and subscribe. Leave a comment below as we head into the last battle, and let me know your thoughts. And we'll see you next time. Thanks for tuning in.